This is a letter from Joe Klubnik. It's an event that happened in the 9th grade, and he wanted to share it because it's about him. Linda asked me to read this morning, and she just gave it to me this morning. And it's kind of weird because I was there when this happened. So I talked to Joe, and I'm going to give you my version, and then down to where I didn't see it anymore, then I'll give you what Joe wrote. It was 9th grade, first day of baseball practice, tryouts, and it was Joe's, if anybody knows Joe, he loved baseball. So we get into science class, Mrs. Mezua, and she asked Joe, could you help me bring some books from some other room? And so Joe goes, and then Kim gets this bright idea because Joe left his glove on his desk, and so we're all throwing Joe's glove around, and Mrs. Mezua comes back and goes, "Give me that glove." So she takes the glove and shoves it in the desk. And Joe goes, "But that's my mitt. I want my mitt," you know. Joe don't play that stuff, if anybody really knows Joe. So she sticks it in the desk, and she goes, "You can have it back Friday." Now Joe's thinking, Friday, I got tryouts today. By the end of the week, I'm toast. So Joe just goes, "I want my mitt." He goes in the desk, takes it out. Mrs. Mason was trying to get it away from him. So he gets sent down to Mr. Puzzy's office. Now Joe's sitting in there, and Mr. Puzzy's telling Joe, "That's it. You can forget about baseball. You're on detention for the whole week." And Joe's sitting there going, "I don't think so." "Yeah, you're under detention for the whole week." So Joe tells Mr. Puzzy, "When that bell rings, I'm leaving." And Mr. Puzzy tells Joe, "Over my dead body." And the bell rings, and Joe gets up, and Mr. Puzzy tackles him. And according to Joe, because the rest of this I didn't witness, Joe called it a fight, not a scuffle, a knockdown, drag-out fight. Finally, a few other teachers came in to his aid. It was futile to resist. They marched me off to the principal's office. They made me stand in the hall until my old man got there. He worked in Long Island City, so it was 3 hours away. By then, I had explained my story to 5 administrators and to about 100 kids. While my old man is listening to the story from Donald, Kim comes in and asks me how it was going. I told him what had happened. At the same time, my old man is coming down with Donald. Kim identifies himself to the principal and the administrators and tells them what happened. Kim told him it was his fault. Joe says after hearing that, his father joined Joe. And the result of the whole thing was because of Kim. There was no punishment. Joe says Mrs. Mazur didn't take it personally. Rosie and I became friendly. And Joe made the team. But he says most likely thanks to Kim. And from remembering Kim, you know, that's the way he was. He was just a decent guy. I read something the other day and I wanted to share it. It was a quote from a book I was reading, and it says, "Our lives in retrospect are not measured in years, but rather the content of those years." And you know, Kim was only with us a short time, but you know, measured by things that count, you know, courage, decency, sacrifice, and Kim just being Kim, you know, good friend to a lot of us, good brother, good son. Like I said, you know, Kim, you really have a long, full life.
Thank you, Mike. I'd like to call on Kevin Mahoney now. Read something about Roland.
Thank you, guys. I have the honor to talk a little bit about Roland. Roland was a friend. Roland was popped up. He had an incredible amount of great times. through high school, the 3 years I was there, and he was just an incredible person. I'm going to read to you something that was written by Tom Giantasio, who, now that I've read it, I don't know if I'll get through it, but he said he would appreciate somebody else getting up here and doing this for him because he didn't know if he could get through it. As you know, Gino was a wrestler, Roland was a wrestler, they were on the football team together, but I'll read Tom's kind words and I hope you can appreciate it. I too remember Roland very well. He sat behind me in gym. He didn't notice my underwearless situation. We got to talk about this. Like somebody else on this site. I actually gave him my Chuck Taylor wrestling sneaks when I slipped a disc and could no longer wrestle. He was a bear, and I was shocked when he and Mike Ferrara were lost in Vietnam along with Kim. Although we were restricted to not crossing Merrick Road, we as kids had open reign in Nassau Shores. We rode in groups all over the shores like a band of child marauders. We used to go to Roland Florio's house, Shep's, Tony Rockmore, Buzzy, and then up to see Pete Matterson and Billy Dawson on Hollywood or Sunset. What a gang we were. Roland was a special guy, as sweet as he could be, a little devilish. I think my dad drove a cab for him sometimes. Inside the front cover of my yearbook, Roland wrote that I was one of the best friends he had made in Berner High School. Our friendship started on the freshman football team when we did a victory dance if we won the coin toss. It continued through high school and culminated in our undefeated senior season. Roland became a special member of the wrestling team in our senior year. It was his first year while I had 4 years of experience. We were in the same weight class. You become close to a person if you spend enough time with your hands on their hot, sweaty body. We gotta talk again. I generally had the upper hand, but just as in football, Roland continued to overachieve, and in the season-ending tournament, he placed second while I was third. I am sure he took his friendly, overachieving personality to the Vietnam as well. He could not bring it back because I am sure he was up in his Huey helping his